Hey everyone, welcome to the Trade Trend 360 YouTube channel. Today we will be discussing about the three cryptos: Binance, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. So in this video, I will be telling you about the good buying and selling zones. But before we start, let me give you guys a disclaimer that this is purely for educational purpose, and I don't recommend you to buy and sell on the levels that I am pointing out to you. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to be talking about is the support and resistance level, as many novice traders believe that that is the correct approach, but let me tell you that is not. Support and resistance level is the basics of this trading, and many traders, they believe that they are doing correct, but actually banks and institutions know that novice trader are going to be taking trades according to this support and resistance, and keeping that in mind, they place their trades opposite to that, right? So when you think that if this is a resistance here, and if you think that, see, this is a resistance, right? And many of them would have taken trades either here or here or here, but this is very wrong, right? They all have would have been, you know, trapped. So what should we do, right? The main point is that we also need to follow the footsteps for bank and institutions. They trade according to the mutual fund managers in the banks and institutions. They trade according to supply and demand. So we are going to focus purely and solely on supply and demand concepts. Okay, so let's start by Bitcoin, BTC USDT. As you can see that this is a supply zone that I have marked. If you want to learn more, check out my course in the description. In this, I have, right now the price of Bitcoin is 60,896, and today is 8 13th or 14th of August, right? And okay, so this is the demand zone that I have, demand zone that I have marked, and this red one is the supply zone. Right now, as we can see, the market is in the, sideways phase. And since this is kind of like a trending line, as if you were to see this correctly, there is a trending line that is going here, that is coming from here, right? And many traders, they would have taken trade on breakout of a trend line, and they would have trapped they would have been trapped here, which, well, we need to be careful about. Right now the market is in the sideways phase. We need to wait for the market, for the price to either drop down to this level or go up to this level. These are the prices, these are the zones actually where the prices can turn. All right. And for the supply zone, the price level is 65,225, and for the demand zone, the price level is 55,000, sorry, 55,148. We need to make sure that when the price, or when the price of the BTC USDT falls to in this zone, we should be taking the trade uh, by considering some buffer, and we'll be placing our trade here, making sure that the rate, the risk to reward is 1 is to 3. The maximum or the ideal condition for us to make the risk and reward should be 1 is to 3. Okay, right. Either this would happen, or if the prices go up to the supply zone, then we need to make sure that the trade that we'll be planning is the sell trade, right? And so we'll again take the buffer, and we'll make sure that this is above here, something here, and it should be 1 is to the 3, 1 is to 3. And if you want to learn more about this, do check out my course in the description, where I explain everything to you, how you can find these zones, and how you make sure that there is no error in while placing a trade, and make sure that they are not you are not being trapped. Okay. Second is the ETHUSDT. As we can see here, I have marked that this is, here is a buying zone in a 1 hour time frame. This is a buying zone, right? It starts from here, and either the prices drop here, Right, let me make this like this. Okay, now you can see this. This right now is making a trend line, and it's taking a trend line support, and this trend line, I believe, it's coming from here. Right, so this trend line is very strong. As you can see, it hit, the prices were reversed here also, and here, and here. We need to make sure that when this trend line breaks, many people are going to take the sell trade, but we need to be smart enough to make sure that we are not novice traders and wait till the price comes here on this level. The supply demand zone that I have marked on the ETHUSDT is 26 to $50. Okay, now when the price comes to this level, we need to make sure that we are actually placing a trade for the buy. Again, I'm telling you, this is only for educational purpose. Okay, and you don't have to take the trade where you don't have to actually take the trade where I'm suggesting you. Okay, I'm just guiding you how you can do it. And we can see that with this we are able to make a 1 is to 3, a good 1 is to 3 risk and reward if the prices were to drop to this zone. Okay, we need to wait for the prices to drop this zone. We need to make sure that we are patient enough for the prices to fall. We don't want to take any illogical or unpurposeful trade. Okay, I believe I have not marked any supply zone. I have marked the supply zone, but it's very above. So, it's fairly above, and I don't think the prices are going to go there until and unless there is some kind of news in the in like May or 10 to 15 days. It's going to take time, but this demand zone can be something that we can see in the next few days, which can, if the prices were to drop in the next few days, this demand zone, sorry, can be tested. Last one that we are going to be discussing is the Binance BNBUSDT. And if I were to go on a daily time frame, right now you can see that the prices have started to rise. There was a sharp fall, and because of this fall we can uh, make sure that there is a supply zone here. All right, this I have actually taught in my course on how you can find the supply zone and demand zone where there is a sharp selling and sharp buying phase. Right, so if you want, again, please check out the description. And in this we are actually going to make sure that since this is kind of like an upward trend, the upward trend is starting, but we need to make sure that we are actually looking at a full picture, bigger picture. Right, and on a weekly time frame it does seem like that market is in kind of like, you know if I were to go in a weekly time frame, and it's sideways. Okay, and you need to make sure that you don't take illogical or kind of like trades with, you need to be patient. Actually, that's the main point. Okay, so in this, the demand zone that I have marked is 519 USDT. And when the prices come to this level, make sure you are taking some kind of a buffer. Small, it should not be that big of a buffer, but there should be some kind of a buffer. Okay, and again, the risk to reward ratio should be 1 is to 3. That is a constant that should not change. So thank you for watching this video, and if you have any doubts, please leave the comments down below, and do share and like the video.